Shaz from BehindTheGloves.com in association with Fresco Box. Anthony Yarde, how's it going, bro? How's training been? What have you been up to?
It's very good, very good. Just working, trying to learn new things, trying to elevate, trying to become a better person, trying to stay happy. That's it really. How about you?
I've been good, thanks. I've been good. Excited to come down today and watch you train. In terms of training, you see how hard and intense you train. How do you keep that motivation and those high levels constantly going? Are there ever days where you kind of have a down day, or is it just constantly motivated?
Well, with me, I try not to go on days. Sometimes I get a lot of sleep, sometimes I don't. That's not only through training either. I just try to work every day. Training is not really a job for me. I'm on this thing of progression. I love boxing, so I just want to become a better boxer. So in order to do that, you need to practice as much as possible, and I enjoy doing it. So I've got a good team around me. I've got the best team for me around me. We have a lot of fun. At the same time, we know when to be serious, and we get the job done. We put the work in.
And obviously we know how you enjoy boxing. Boxing is a core for training. Are there any other forms of training that you do outside that, or perhaps any other sports that help complement your ring craft?
Possibly. I love to play basketball. I play football. You know, sometimes, you know, we're still boys at the end of the day. You know, you play fight with your boys, wrestling, anything really, you know. But I do like to play basketball a lot. Other things, I don't know if pool, table tennis, all them kind of things help out in boxing, but I'm just all around. I love sports, I love activities. And when I go on holiday, there's certain holidays, the maximum I can relax for is 2-3 days, maximum. But I'm one of the people that like to go jet skiing and do activities and things like that.
And in terms of fight camp, obviously you enjoy fight camp, but if you had to, is there any parts of fight camp you don't really enjoy?
The dieting, that's, for me, I'm greedy. I love my food. So yeah, that's probably the only part I don't like. But again, if it's to do with my progression, I'm all for it.
So when can you sort of let loose? Is there any times during like a training camp where you can kind of tip yourself, or is it just strict regimen?
Well, the way I do it is I'm greedy out of camp. So when it comes to fight time, for me it's 100% focus. You know, I feel like being 100% focused all the time, you're a liar. So it's balanced. So I'm 100% training all the time. That's just me and my progression in terms of skills and things like that. But in terms of my diet, that's when them little tweaks there is what puts up to 100%. And obviously increasing the tempo, you get fitter, things like that. You get into fight mode. That's the only thing that really changes. But other than that, yeah, that's the only thing that I don't really like doing is the diet. But you need sacrifice somewhere.
You're obviously one of Britain's rising stars. You're getting a lot of media attention. How do you sort of mentally keep it all together? And if you could give advice to any other up-and-coming fighters, how do you probably hold it together?
I feel like it has to be natural to a certain extent. I just believe in this. Practice makes, well, nothing's perfect, but practice makes better. And be yourself, man. Sometimes people get nervous or they trip up because they're trying to be something they're not, or they're trying to please other people. I would say focus on yourself, because at the end of the day, the only people that should matter to you is yourself, making yourself happy, because critics are always going to be critics. There's critics in everything. I'm a critic in food. I might taste someone's food, I don't like it. I'm being a critic. But then someone else will taste it and say, I love this food. So sometimes just to try to dilute how much attention you put on criticism. Because that will make you do things out the ordinary, and that will make you do things out of your nature. So the things I do is I only focus on myself and the positive, because you cannot please everyone. It's proven. Nobody can please everyone. There are people saying Roy Jones Jr. was rubbish. There's people saying Floyd Mayweather was rubbish when he's fought the most world champions in history. People still saying he did this, he did that. Mike Tyson. People were saying that when he was younger he was fighting nobody, so he was a bum. You're never going to please everyone. It's proven. So just focus on yourself and be happy, man.
Let's talk about fight night. We know you're fighting on April the 14th at the O2. We don't know who your opponent is. I don't know if you've watched that interview with Mike Tyson where he sort of describes his ring entrance, what's going on in his mind, and then what he's walking in. Can you sort of give us a breakdown of what it's like for you from when you're in the locker room to the ring walk and then when the bell rings?
Very, very similar. I'll be honest, very, very similar. Mike Tyson said when he's in the change room, he's scared. When he's in his training camp, he's scared of the man, etc. And then the closer he gets to the ring and he gets real, he's confident. And then once he steps into the ring, he's a god. No one can beat him. And I feel like that's most winning fighters' mentality. I've got that mentality is that no one's beating me. I've got that mentality is that I'm the best, or I'm training to be the best. Eventually I'll be the best. And time will tell. So that's every fighter's dream and aspiration to be the best. That's why we train so hard. What goes through my mind in training camp is winning. I try not to focus on the fight in training camp. I try to have fun. Me, Tunde, HAYE, we work consistently 100%. So we put the work in. And then when it comes to fight night, it's just pure confidence. And then you get a switch in your mind that says, we're going to get down and dirty, and it's fight time. In a fight, there's no friends. You can hug it out and everything after, but during the fight, it's straight savage.
Name us a few fighters in the past that you sort of look up to, admire, and maybe perhaps present fighters of today. Are there any that you sort of admire? You like the way they carry themselves?
The word admire, admiration, I wouldn't say I admire any particular human being, because everyone's got their flaws. I feel that the only one there is to admire is God, and look up to is God. I'm not on the floor looking up to no man. So I don't look up to any particular person. Some people do lead by example. Floyd Mayweather's led by example, taking as least punishment as possible, putting yourself in a position to look after your family. Mike Tyson, again, entertainment factor. Again, he showed you how to be entertaining. Me personally, I liked watching Mike Tyson. Well, he's the reason I even got into the interest of boxing, because he was knocking out everyone, and to me that's exciting. Muhammad Ali, again, best talker ever, probably the best entertainer ever. And again, what he done outside the ring and some of what he did inside the ring, amazing. That's why they call him the greatest. He done things that the bravery, the times he was growing up as well, and for what he stood for was beyond compare.
That's really cool. All right, let's wrap it up with a few fight predictions. We've got David Haye and Tony Bellew coming up. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it will be a good fight. That's all. I think it'll be a good fight.
We've just heard about Lomachenko and Linares.
Oh yeah, that's a good fight.
Any thoughts on that?
I think we just have to see on the night. With them two, they're both skillful fighters. Styles make fights, and Lomachenko, he's broken down a lot of his opponents that have been put in front of him. But I think Linares brings something different. He moves on his feet a lot, and he moves on his feet well. But again, we'll see on the night.
And despite the controversy, I think the CANELO fight is still going ahead with Triple G. We obviously saw the first fight. What was your take on that, and what do you think is going to happen this time around?
The first fight was amazing, action-packed throughout. It definitely lived up to expectations. The only thing that was missing was a knockout. I thought it was a draw. A lot of people got their mixed perception because people look at boxing different. Everyone looks at boxing different. You know, when you're a judge and you're at different points in the ring, it looks different to you. I've watched the fight live and then I've gone back and watched it on TV. I saw something different. So I saw it as a draw 100%. CANELO took early rounds, lost the middle rounds, and then took the end rounds. When GG was walking forward, everyone said, "Oh, but he walked him down the whole fight." He was walking him down, but CANELO was making him miss a lot. He was connecting, but making him miss a lot and countering. So I just thought it was a fantastic fight throughout, and I'm looking forward to the second one.
Thank you very much.
Beast from the East, Lions in it. Come on.
Thank you so much.
Love it.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else.